This is the MGTOW Infinium here with another Infinium training session. Today I'm going to cover the process of reading or scanning. And just a quick shout out to Coach Greg Adams because he confirmed what I always kind of knew in my heart, that women can see you even if you think they don't see you. They can see you. But to get into the topic that I'm going to discuss, scanning or reading can happen in any place, anywhere. It can happen with any woman. I've had it happen with women with both little kids, to young women, older women. It can happen to you. And there are various techniques that women will use on you to attempt to read you or scan you. The first technique is, let's say you're walking down the street and a woman is approaching you. She will target you from a long range, and then if she feels that she wants to read you even further, you will find that she will angle towards you and do what I call blocking. She will smile at you. She will see if you'll smile back at her, that type of thing. If you ignore her, most likely you will get followed. The second technique is to what I call cycling around. Let's say you're standing in a department store, you're looking at a TV set or something, and you just mind your business. All of a sudden, a woman appears on one side of the aisle, and whether you think so or not, she glances at you, targets you, and then appears to disappear. It appears like she's going on about her business. But really what she's doing, she's cycling around the other end of the aisle to come up from behind you. And then what she will do is either, if you're in a tight space, she will push past you, say something like, "Excuse me," and then get into a position where she blocks you from what you're looking at. If you get a little frustrated and move away, she will re-block you. And then all of a sudden she will ask you a question, a dumb question like, what does this do? Or something like that, to get you to look at her so she can read you. Another technique is what I call a jump out of hyperspace. Let's say you're in a grocery store and you just mind your business. You're getting some bananas or something, and you're in a place where it's easy enough for people to get what they need, and they don't have to do what these women do. But what happens is, all of a sudden, a woman appears beside you, like again a Star Wars destroyer or a ship coming out of hyperspace, and it's very fast. She then reaches across you in a rude manner, reaching for whatever item she wants to get. And either she will look at you, smile, and say, "Excuse me," or not look at you. But even when she doesn't look at you, she is looking at you. Women can do what I call edge scanning, or they can look out of their periphery and get a good look at you. But that happens. And it's very strange because it's like you're standing there alone. There's a big aisle of the produce or whatever you want to get, and she has to do what she did. But what she's doing is reading you. Another technique is a tracking, and it can occur in many ways. That's what I'm trying to say. And what it is, let's say you're in a store, you're looking at something, a woman spots you, and what can be misleading, sometimes they're with a mate, with their husband or something like that. They have kids, and it's very misleading because you think that she will not do what she's going to do, but she does it. They spot you, they target you, and then what you notice is that the woman, along with the man with her is not really not really seeing what she's doing, but she's doing it. Um, but she'll kind of lead him around, and they're kind of tracking with you. And then all of a sudden they will break off, go to another area. But then all of a sudden, the woman will distract her mate and get him into doing something so he will not see what she's doing, and then run back and do what she's going to do with you, and that is to scan you. And again, it can be a range of things like just saying hello to you, reaching across you in a rude manner so that she can get a good look at you, that type of thing. That has happened to me. Another technique that women use is ramming or pushing when there's no reason to do it. Example given is that you can be in a line or something like that. A woman is standing behind you, and she wants to go somewhere or do something, and she says, "Excuse me," and there's ample room for her to move to where she wants to go, but she rams you. I mean, really rams you. That is to get you to look at her, and there's a complexity of things that she will do. When they do this, they are attempting to read you, to shit test you, and to, again, possibly mind fuck you at the same time. I've had that happen. It is strange when it happens, but women will do this. They will ram you for no reason. I've had women just intentionally walk into me for no reason, just to get me to look at them. Another technique is what I call a retry scan, and that is where women will try you. She can't get a good scan on you or read you, and then she begins to follow you wherever you are at in public. I've had a woman follow me throughout a big grocery store just to try to read me and try to get me to look into her face. Another technique is what I call parading. That is where a woman targets you. You appear to be nonchalant and indifferent to what she's doing, and it's difficult for her to read. So she will begin to parade back and forth before you. And it appears that she's busy trying to do something, but in reality, what she's doing is trying to read you or scan you and trying to get you to look at her so that she can get a good look at your face and get a good read on you. I was standing in a grocery line, checkout line, and I noticed, I believe she was an Indian descent woman, looked like a doctor, something like that. She was standing ahead of me. I'm there just waiting for the cashier to finish up with her. And I noticed that the woman looked at me. She smiles at me. I didn't smile back. That's my weapon. I just don't smile back. I don't do anything with these women. I just act indifferently. She then begins the process of parading back and forth in front of me, in front of my cart, and acting like she's working with the cashier, but really what she's doing is causing the cashier to have more difficulty with what she was doing. And she's just back and forth. And this occurred about 15 times. She did this 15 times. And I still did not acknowledge her. I did not look at her or anything like that, because at that point she was just wasting my time. And let's see, another one It is a brush up. And what can happen is, and this is another physical contact type of thing, a woman will get in close proximity to you and brush up against you. I've had, for instance, women take their rear ends and brush up against mine, that type of thing, to get me to look at them. And I've had very young women do this, so that's the thing. But there are various things that women will do to attempt to read you, to attempt to get your attention. And I will say this again: the amount that women are, well, I'd say the frequency that women are reading men is very, very intense these days. It used to be years ago, maybe this happened to me once or twice a month or so, but now it is an everyday occurrence. I would say that women are getting very desperate. There is another thing that when a woman cannot read you properly, cannot scan you properly, it is a bruise to their ego. They need to feel superior to men, need to feel that they can read men, and when they cannot read you, when they have difficulty reading you, they get bruised in their egos. And you'll find that, and I've had this to be the case on many, many occasions, women will freak out when you acting differently, when you are unable to be read by them. They will literally freak out. I've had them scream at me, yell at me and it seems to be no logical reason, but the reason is that they cannot read you. The only thing you can do when a woman is trying to read you, because it is getting very intense out there, is to try to walk away, try to put yourself in a position where she cannot read you. I would say acting indifferently, just don't smile back, don't look at her, just act like she's not there. Even if they freak out, and they will freak out, I'll tell you that, but let them freak out. Let them freak out. Again, because men are getting hip to what women are doing, but these are the things that women will do. And you as a MGTOW man, you deserve to be free in public. Because the reverse of that is that if, for instance, if you acted up as a PUA and you were going out there trying to look at women, the first thing that would happen to you is that they would go up to the store manager and, hey, there's a dude out there. He's staring at me. He's following me around. He cut across me. He's looking at me, smiling at me, and I feel uncomfortable. That's what they would do. But see, the fairness of it, you as a MGTOW man, you deserve to be left alone if you want to be left alone. If you want to just go out and eat in public, or just sit in a Starbucks and have a cup of coffee, or just be in a Barnes and Nobles, or whatever you want to do, without being read or scanned or followed around, because a woman wants to do that to you. You deserve to be free from that. You deserve to have peace if you go out into public. And what I'm getting at is that I, as a MGTOW man, I cannot go out into public without a woman trying to scam me. That is how bad it is. I can't go into a, let's say if I just want to go to Panera Bread and sit down and have a nice salad or something like that. I can't sit alone without a woman trying to read me or scan me or trying to get in my face to get my attention. I'm at a point now, I just don't want to be in a relationship with a woman. That is my prerogative. That is my decision and my choice. It is not the choice of women. It is my decision. And it should be your decision as a MGTOW man. Whether or not you want to or not, that it should be your decision, not the decision of a woman. And that's what I'm getting at. You deserve to be free. You deserve to be to go out into a store or do whatever you need to do. Take care of business without being harassed. And that's what it is. It is harassment. How would you like it if for instance, what has happened to me over and over again, to be followed throughout a store, just trying to mind your business, with a woman trying to talk to you? Again, if I did that, I would be in jail. And the many times that has happened to me, how would you like it? How would you like it? I'm sure my MGTOW brothers, you would not like it. But in any case, MGTOW is the liberation of men's minds. MGTOW cannot and will not be stopped.